This is Asia First.
Friday morning at 7 a.m. here in Singapore, I'm Julie Yu. Well, today marks 1 year since Russia invaded Ukraine. The UN General Assembly sends a strong message on the first anniversary of the invasion, calling for an end to the fighting and troop withdrawal while reaffirming support for Ukraine's sovereignty. Russia's key allies, China, India, and Iran, abstained from the vote.
And here in Ukraine, residents are bracing for fresh attacks to coincide with the anniversary. Schools are being told to move to remote learning as a precaution. And fierce fighting continues in the east of the country.
Russia's envoy to the UN accuses the EU of being subservient to the US, saying its relations with the bloc are practically non-existent. I'm Steve Lai. Also this morning, we bring you a special report on how the lives of Russians have changed in the past 12 months and how authorities are pressing upon citizens that the conflict in Ukraine is a fight for Russia's survival. And a move that could add to the strain in US-China relations. The Wall Street Journal reports Washington is increasing its small contingent of troops in Taiwan.
I'm Avril Hung with your business news. Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba posts better than expected earnings, benefiting from Beijing easing its COVID-19 curbs. Alibaba CEO sees 2023 as a year of progress for the company as the firm emerges from a 2-year regulatory crackdown. Plus, U.S. stocks rebound, snapping a 4-session losing streak as investors assess the potential path of the Fed's interest rate hikes.
But today marks 1 year since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Western nations have been rallying against Moscow, united in their support of Kyiv.
G7 leaders are set to meet virtually with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky amid promises of more sanctions on Russia and more aid for Ukraine.
The UN's General Assembly, meanwhile, voted overwhelmingly in a resolution calling for the unconditional withdrawal of Russian troops from Ukraine.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned that Russia is plotting a symbolic revenge attack to coincide with the anniversary. Russian forces have stepped up their blitz along the eastern front line. Ukraine says it has repelled 90 assaults in the past 24 hours.
Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed victory, saying the nation's unbreakable unity is key. He was paying tribute to the country's fallen soldiers on Russia's Defender of the Fatherland Day, laying flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Moscow.